Hello, I'm Liviu Balan, and today I will show you how to backup your machine state on VirtualBox using two techniques, snapshots and clone. Okay, as you can see, here I'm having a Linux Mint operating system installed on my VirtualBox, and I will click it and start it. Okay, so the machine is up. I will enter my password. And here I will create a new file called file guest.txt. I will open it, and here I will type some content. This is the guest file content. Save it and close the editor. If I enter again into the file, you see that the content was saved. Let's enter some new text. This is another guest file content. But this time I will not save the file. If I go to VirtualBox Manager, and here I will go to the Snapshots tab. By default, when you go to VirtualBox Manager, you see the details panel. So from the details panel, switch to Snapshots panel. Here I will click the take a snapshot button, and here I will enter the snapshot name. Because I've created a new file, I will put here file guest.txt plus unsaved content. If you want to put a description, a relevant description, you can say something like this snapshot contains this kind of stuff. Click OK, and as you can see, creating a snapshot take a few seconds. Now close the file, click close without saving, and if you open the file, you will see that the latest changes weren't saved. Now I will shut down the guest operating system, and if you start again the machine with the start button, you will see the guest file that I've created with just one line of text, as it is normal. Okay, this is the content, this is the guest file content, and the last line of text wasn't saved. Now let's shut down the guest operating system again, and here in the snapshots tab you will see the snapshot that I've created and the current state machine. Okay, if you see here, the current state machine is changed because I've created the snapshot with unsaved content of the file. Then I've closed the snapshot, I've closed the file, didn't save the changes, and restart the machine. So the content, the current state of the machine is changed. If I click the snapshot that I've previously saved and right click and restore snapshot, this pop-up comes up. As you can see here, you will see a message that you are going to restore your operating system to the file guest snapshot, and here you will see that because of the current state of the machine is changed, you will see this checkbox saying that the current state of the machine is changed, create a new snapshot of the machine. If you click the restore, the snapshot window appear, but I don't want to, I just want to restore the snapshot without saving the current state of the machine. So I will click the snapshot, right click and select restore snapshot, or click the snapshot and click the restore selected snapshot button. Here I will uncheck this option, create a snapshot of the current machine state, and click restore. Now the state of the machine is unchanged, as you can see, and the state of the machine is the same when I didn't had when I have opened the machine with the open file and without any changes to the file. Now if I click the start button, you will see that VirtualBox opened the machine in the state where I've opened the file and I didn't save the content of the file. So if you create a snapshot when your machine is opened, remember that you save the state of the machine, meaning that if the machine is opened and you have some apps on, all the things that you see on the screen are saved. This is a security problem because, as you can see, I've entered to my VirtualBox machine without typing any password, and I see all the apps that are opened now. So here I'm having access to all the stuff without typing any password. Close without saving, and now if I will close the machine, the state will be like this, the state of this file. So let's create another file named fileguest2.txt, and enter some text. This is the file guest2 content. Save it, close, and organize desktop by name. Now I will quit the operating system, and then I will create a new snapshot and named file guest2.txt. Okay, and I will click. Let's start again the machine. As you can see now, because I've shut down the machine, now I'm asked to enter the password. So the security problem without entering the password appears only when you restore from a snapshot that was taken when the machine was running. Okay, so I have two files here. Okay, and now I will shut down the machine. Okay, if I restore to this snapshot, to the last one, uncheck this button. If I start the machine, you will see that I will be prompted to enter the password because the machine, when I've taken the snapshot, the machine was off. So my recommendation is that when you take a snapshot, shut down the machine to avoid the problems like this. Okay, you see here file guest1 and file guest2, and I was prompted to enter the password. Okay, let's shut down the machine, and next I will show you how to clone a machine. If you click here, right click on the machine and click clone, you will clone the current state of this machine. So I will click, I've clicked the clone machine, and here I will have to type a name. I will let the default as is and click the next button, next, and clone. Meanwhile, when the clone is creating, I will show you some stuff. If I go to my file manager and go to my home and then VirtualBox VMs, you'll see here some folders. The folders in this directory are the machines that are installed on your computer. So I have Linux Mint Cinnamon 64 bits, this one, and Linux Mint Cinnamon 64-bit clone. This is the clone that I've initiated a few seconds ago. If you go to Linux Mint Cinnamon 64-bit Here you will see the files that are used by your machine to work. This is the operating system file, and here are the snapshots that I've previously created. Remember that when you create a snapshot, if I right click here and click the properties, when you create the snapshots, you save the state of the machine and not the machine as is. So if you look at the machine file, it has about 6 gigabytes. If you go to the snapshots folder, you see that for 2 snapshots I have 500 megabytes taken. So when you create a snapshot, you save the state of the machine, but be very careful, because if you save a lot of snapshots, you will increase the space on your hard drive. Compared to the snapshots that only save the state of the machine, when you create a clone, it saves the machine and not the state of the machine. So the clone has 6 gigabytes, and if you start the clone, let's see what is the current state of the clone. You will ask yourself why creating a clone and not creating a snapshot, because a snapshot is much more lighter. The reason is that maybe you want to create a fork based on your operating system. Let's say that you want to install a operating system such as Mint, and you want to create two machines, one for tutorials and another one for experiments. So you have to install Linux Mint only once, and then after you completed the updates and installed the basic software, you can create a clone and then fork the installation on the operating systems. So the machine have started, as you can see here in the title of the machine. I'm running the clone. So the clone saved the current state of the machine. Here you see the file guest and file guest 2. If I shut down the clone machine, here I want to clone my initial machine, but only on the state when file guest.txt was created. So if I could right click on this snapshot and click clone, here I will rename the cloned machine and type clone file guest.txt. Click next, and clone. This will clone my initial machine, but the content of the machine will be the one that was on when I created the first snapshot. If you see here in the file system, if you look at the file system, you'll see that another directory is created on my VirtualBox virtual machines. Okay. Another machine, another clone is created. So let's click the start button. And as you can see, the state of the cloned machine is the same like was when I created the first snapshot. Close and shut down for this clone machine. Because the clone machines are taking a lot of space, I will erase these ones. So I will right click on my machine name, and here I will choose the remove button. A pop-up will come up, and from here you can remove the machine from this list, but in the file system the files will remain, or you can delete all the files, meaning that the entire directory will be deleted. I will choose delete all files, and as you can see, a directory from here disappeared. The same for the first clone that I've created. And now I'm having just one directory with my initial machine. Here I will go to the snapshots tab, and I want to erase all the snapshots that I've created. So my first action will be something like click the first snapshot and click this button, delete the snapshot. Okay, delete, and again I will click delete. Then I will click delete snapshot again, and start the machine. As you will see, even if I've deleted the snapshots, I will see here the last state of the machine. So even if I've deleted the snapshots, I'm having here file guest and file guest 2. So I will delete file guest and file guest 2 and shut down the machine. So remember, if you want to create a backup, you have two options: creating a snapshot or creating a clone, or creating a clone. Another approach will be something like take this directory, copy from here and paste it in another directory. But take in consideration the snapshots and clone options. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.